It's 50.
Yeah.
It's 50.
Hey, everybody, it's That Checks Out theme, so you know what that means. It's 50 to the hour in here. I don't know what time it is for you.
50 to the hour. 50 to the hour?
50 to the hour. That's what it is.
I love how you're just nestled in. That's what's happening. That's what we're doing.
I just want to see if you can start the show by yourself.
Oh, I totally can. Damon, how was your week? Well, Damon, let me tell you.
Ooh, false.
Yeah.
You forgot to tell everyone it's That Checks Out with Damon and Ted.
Oh,
And welcome to it.
I talked about the most important person. Damon, how was your week?
Least listened to episode, right?
So, hey, have you heard of the carnivore diet?
Yeah. Who hasn't? Yep.
Okay. So
even Johnny No Mike is heard of.
Yeah. John Wish. He knows what's going on. So here's my question. I have a buddy of mine that's doing it, and he's great results. But you eat meat until you're full. You eat nothing else.
Right.
So in reality, and again, I know what my wife spends on groceries a week.
I was just gonna say I can't afford the carnivore diet.
Yeah, I can't. First off, there's 4 people in my house, so I'm still buying regular groceries for everybody else.
Right.
And then I'm supposed to eat. If we cook steaks, everybody gets a steak, and Dad eats 2 of them or 3 of them till he's full. That sounds like a $150 dinner.
They claim that after a few days or a week or so that
doesn't take much.
Yeah, you eventually get to the point where you don't need that much.
Gotcha. Because
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, but
I've heard stories of you going to Meat Belt.
Oh yeah. No, I know what I can do, but there's some mashed potatoes and plantains thrown somewhere in there too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you should eat papaya and pineapple because that actually has enzymes
that breaks it down. Breaks down the meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You've totally gotten off the carnivore diet.
No, but it's totally why you should have pizza. You should really.
We went to high school with Teresa. She's in Florida now. She does the carnivore diet as well.
Really?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. So my buddy's been doing it for like 3 months. To me, that still takes dedication, and you're pregnancy in your bank account. I get it, but there's people that like live this lifestyle. I don't understand it because you can't even like a cheat day undoes. Weeks, months of stuff.
It's over. Yeah.
It's like people, because I've done keto before, and I've done it for maybe at the most like 2.5, 3 months, because after that, I'm sorry, I get tired. I did dirty keto, so I get tired of the same stuff over and over. Like, oh, but you can have cheese, you can have vegetables, you can. Yeah, it gets old.
Also, live your life.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to tell people don't do a diet, don't not do a diet, but also do what you would. Classic word, moderation, but just enjoy your life.
Right. Yeah. Well, here's the deal. I want to see how many pallbearers it's going to take to move me. So I'm just going to keep doing what I do. You know what I mean? I think I'll be fine.
Like how many dudes that manage the Undertaker it's going to take to move you?
Yeah.
How many pallbearers?
Yeah. But no, I'm just saying, I don't think 6 guys are going to do it. They're going to have to be 6 pretty buff guys.
Have you ever done that? I always feel like when I do that, I'm like, am I really pulling a sixth of my?
Yes.
I always feel like there's no way that this is a sixth of what this person weighed.
Yeah.
I feel like someone else is lifting for me.
Well, then,
but I don't speak up.
No. Well, have you ever done it where you're in like you're the front, you're the anchor, or you I guess the anchor's the back, but you're the front, so you got to do the lift and get him in the car, and you're like, okay, how heavy is this thing really going to get? Because I know the guy back there who's shorter than me is not going to pick this up any higher than what I'm doing, So, because if I like strain a muscle doing this, first off,
who am I suing for this?
Yeah, not a good look. Not a good look, So, hey, how'd you hurt your back? Okay, I was a pallbearer. Okay, the car's surprisingly high. My luck, it would be like a 4-wheel drive truck. They're like, we're going to put him in the back. I'd be like, son of a bitch.
I went out with John and Brian last week.
Yeah, for your Chinese food, right?
No, we went out again to see Mike Toomey do comedy. He was doing funeral jokes, and I leaned forward and I was like, look, Brian, Toomey can make these jokes funny.
Yeah.
Because that's Brian's day job. So he talks about a lot of the things.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
And then I was with a fan of the show, AJ Leidig, who works with, but produces the Thursday show at.
Okay. Roundhouse
with TJ.
Yeah.
Who's been on the show. And I've seen him be on those podcasts we've talked about before where they don't have a table on a stand. I turned him after the show. We're just chatting. We're just catching up. I was like, hey, I got a question for you because I've seen you on these. How do you do those dumb podcasts where you just hold the microphone? I was like, do you know they've invented this thing? It's called a table.
Yeah.
I'm like, you were just up on stage. You saw that there was a stick that holds the microphone.
Yeah.
why do you, he's like, I don't do those anymore. I'm like, because your arm got tired or because you just look like an idiot?
Right. You do. Yeah. You after a while, you have to feel stupid.
Well, then I did the thing where I just like lean back. Like basically then you're just holding it with your breasts. You just put it down on your chest. You're just like, well, I guess this is what we're doing now.
It's a good thing I've been eating my way to that heavy casket. So
you've been eating your way
to a mic shelf.
Stand?
Mic shelf, yeah. But even like you said, a table, they still leave a stool on there. I mean, you still have something to set your water on. You need something.
Yeah,
you need something.
I can't tell how many, because we're in the business. So I watch other podcasts and I see stuff, and it's just like, why are there so many where there's just a dude holding what looks to be a heavy microphone?
It looks uncomfortable.
For 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
And then he gets guests on. He doesn't even provide a stand for them. They're all just on his couch or his chair, just holding the microphone forever.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it looks very uncomfortable. So the other thing that gets us for the caveman diet, and now that we've strayed way off.
We're talking about that, right. Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing that gets me is like now we can cook. So they call it a caveman diet, or carnivore diet, but caveman diet. Caveman, some of them didn't have fire, right? So were they eating sushi? What were they eating? Everything was raw.
Let me put this in perspective. Yes, sure. That's what they did back then. Also, they died at like 21.
Correct. Yeah.
Like we have moved, I mean, recently we've moved it back a little bit, but we have moved the life expectancy into the upper 70s, early 80s.
Right.
By doing other things.
Yeah.
By adding like complex carbohydrates and vegetables and other like items.
Well, and vitamins.
Right.
I mean, anything.
We don't just, and also the meat back then was wild game. It wasn't,
farm raised, farm fresh. Right.
Who knows what they're putting in? And some places don't, some people do, but also it wasn't processed through a big plant and then at a grocery store for how long. Now, if you're going to the butcher or you're going to a farm friend and buying this, that's even more money I can't afford.
Oh, I know. Yeah. So my buddy that does this, he goes, hey, you want to go in with me on a cow? He goes, I buy half cow. I go, what do you pay? And he told me, and I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, we used to do that as kids,
way.
But we knew I didn't do it, but my parents did, but we knew the farmer we got, it was basically the cost.
Yeah.
Like they weren't making money on us, but yeah,
Still, today's meat prices?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on. I'd like to go buy a tank full of gas for what I paid when I was in high school, And again, we're shaking our fists at the clouds, man. We're old. We're old. I get it. But I don't think I could do this diet only from the fact of I'd be around too much other stuff because my family's not going to do that diet.
Right.
If I lived alone, okay, or I had a roommate that's doing this diet, then yeah, I probably could. And my buddy who's doing it, his wife's doing it too. Now, she's not seeing as fast of losses because women, it takes a little longer to lose a little weight. It is what it is. But he's melted off. I'm like, holy crap. But here's my thing. If or when you decide you are done with this, even eating asparagus or anything, you don't have to go carb up.
Straight to stink pea.
But
you're eating stink pea. Yeah. That's changing it all.
But my point is broccoli, whatever,
the curve is gonna look like a roller coaster going back up the hill.
Correct. Correct.
Boom, I'm gonna shoot right back up.
And that's what I'm saying. You don't have to go eat bread. You don't have to go.
No, but if he sensibly goes and I don't know, all of a sudden we became a totally unqualified dietitians podcast. But
by the way, look at us. You can tell we're overly qualified to do this.
If he sensibly just goes back to eating whatever he wants, but maintaining a calorie count,
right? He's
fine.
Yeah, he probably is.
No, he is, because that's what I did when I lost that weight.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing anything weird. I was just like, oh, you know what? I've had roughly 1,800 to 2,000 calories. I'm done for the day.
Yeah,
and it was moving quite a bit. I wasn't just sitting around and being like,
right,
this will be good. But for my activity, I just met a calorie level that hit my activity, just falling off. Yeah. I mean, I say just falling off, but again, I was eating less and I was moving a lot more. Ooh.
Right. Yeah. That's like when they tell you when they put out the diet pills, they're like, hey, if you take this, you're going to lose weight. Especially when paired with the right diet and exercise. Well, the right diet and exercise, I don't even need the pill.
I one time asked my doctor from back in the day, Dr. Kerouac. He doesn't listen. I'm not worried about it.
Right.
I asked him, hey, what's a good exercise to help lose weight? He literally mimed taking a fork to his mouth and then stopping the fork right at his mouth. That's what he did. He took his hand, put it down as if he was going into a plate, put it up to his mouth, and then smacked his hand back down. I was like, oh, cool, doc. That's what a guy wants to hear.
Yeah. So basically saying, stop eating.
Yeah.
Fatty. Yeah.
I was going to say something.
I found your problem.
I was going to say something I regret.
Yeah, I found your problem. Well, he doesn't listen. You're
no,
okay.
It was it was worse than that.
So I just wanted to bring that because that was like in the forefront of my week was learning about this. And I read into it a little bit and looking. But again, from a financial standpoint, no. From if I made it a week, I love steak. I love chicken. I love fish. I'm
just gonna name like all the foods.
Yeah, I love pizza. I love cantaloupe.
I like pizza.
Yeah,
and I like sandwiches.
Yeah.
And I like chicken with rice. I like chicken with broccoli sometimes. I like to go to get a po' boy with extra garlic butter. Is this just what we're gonna do?
Let's go do that. Let's go do that. So no, but my other thing is, if you think about
you can find us at that checks out.
Yeah, we're leaving right now. Just play the music.
Yeah,
Matt, play the music.
Matt, can you run it another 35 minutes by yourself?
Just talking to the microphone. Tell stories.
I got another appointment after you guys, so.
Nobody likes a bragger. So somebody's doing quite well.
We were just going to leave early, and now he's like, I got another appointment. Yeah, we were trying to help you out.
Yeah. 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 You know what's weird? You're still going to charge me for the time we leave. So it's like.
It's not weird.
Yeah, it's not weird at all. That totally checks out. That checks out more than anything you've ever said before. But no, in looking at it, my thing is I can't eat like a lot of steak because it sits like a brick. Your body still has to break that stuff down.
Yeah.
You still have to break that stuff down. So at the same time, though.
I think you just back. I'd be bored after a while.
Correct. Yeah, because and the other thing is too, like even the seasoning, you can't have seasoning with like sugars and everything else in it. You just can't do it.
That's the thing that's kind of the problem is that it's so hard to find anything that's just this is just like granulated garlic. Amazing.
Yeah. Well, at the same time too, if you go buy the healthy, like say you go buy the stuff, Jewel had it for a while. They may still, but they have salad dressings that have like 0 sugars, and they taste like regular salad dressing. They're really good, but they're like 3 times the price of a regular bottle, and they're half the size.
For those of you not in the Chicagoland area, Jewel is an Albertsons company.
Oh, is Jewel's not everywhere?
No.
Oh, really?
No.
I thought Jewel was everywhere.
Jewel is a subsidy of a larger.
Oh, I thought Jewel was like the Arby's of the world.
Well, no, because they have ham.
Grocery world. They do have ham. They do.
You feel that burn, Arby's?
Yeah, Arby's does not. Yeah, suck it, Arby's. So,
burn.
You have any cool stories from the week or no? All right, can we go into some fun facts then?
I almost did that.
Strange stories.
Those are not because we still don't have a drop.
Yeah, we're not skipping. We're not skipping. Right. So here's what we got. First one: 88% of American households have air conditioning, while 20% of European households have air conditioning.
Yeah, you would die in Europe.
I would, and I would be miserable. I get it. But so would everybody else, because you got to imagine, me. If I'm miserable.
I just can't, Mac, International, have you been to Europe?
Yeah.
What does the smell like in the summer?
I was there in like the early spring, so I didn't experience it.
Does not help me, Mac.
Yeah.
Can you get someone on the line? Can you
get
I could describe Amsterdam to you.
I don't think we can do that on this podcast.
I was going to say, the smells of Amsterdam are probably totally different than what we're really talking about.
That probably doesn't matter what time of year.
Yeah, correct. I was going to say, that's dank. So anyway, yeah. So anyway.
Is that a weed?
Yeah. So 20% though of European households. So does that mean that 20%, like 88% of people here have AC? Cool, whatever. Hopefully it's central air because that's the best. But over there, does that mean
you're the best around?
Does that mean that those 20%, those are the rich people?
Probably newer construction.
Like I'm guessing the Queen of England has. Well, she's dead.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, she's dead. But I'm guessing that like in those castles they have AC.
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Like don't have a guy come in.
They don't get. Yeah, you don't get to go into like castles and be like, we're gonna modernize these.
You do when you're the Queen of England.
I don't think they have it in the entire castle. I think maybe in some updated spots, but it's not like, no, they didn't like, hey, you know what? We think the Queen needs to ride a train. Nothing can stop a train.
I was going to say the same thing as she's got a finished basement. Okay, look you can have your queen cave. Okay, but that's all you're getting. It's all you're getting. You can put down whatever carpet you want. We'll put AC in there. It's all good. Everything else? No.
Yeah.
Regular castle.
They just did not have it. I mean, that's the problem. It's like all their stuff out there is older. They didn't have it.
Yeah.
We invented it.
But
we probably were like, hey, don't tell the rest of the world about this.
Yeah.
This runs on a gas. That's finite. We don't want them finding out. Because if they start stealing our Freon.
Well, I was going to say, not even that. But if you're well rested from sleeping in the air conditioning last night and you have to go to war, that's the way to go. I can sleep in a tent, okay? Yeah. Or like a Neanderthal with no AC. By the way, I stand behind that comment. But anyway, how am I going to fight in the morning when I get up?
I don't know if you know
I
this,
still have swass.
when we take the wart to them, because it's been quite a while.
Oh, we're taking their 20% of houses that have AC.
It's been quite a while since they brought the war to us. But when we go to the war to them, we don't take our AC with us.
Oh.
We just go sleep in tents over there.
What do they have? Well, we probably got them little
Barracks.
neck fans where you can spray the water.
Yeah, sure. We
probably
do.
got those.
Yeah,
You
we
can
have
spray
those
the
two
water.
that look like
You missed yourself.
Yeah,
You can miss
circles
them.
that come around your neck.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, that's what it is. Everybody's tethered. They're all charging to the generator.
No, but do you know on a map? Like if you go to like England and everything, they're further north than we are.
Right.
If we go straight across, we're more like Spain and Portugal. That's where we line up.
That's the Scandinavian area we talked about last week.
Those are even further north.
Oh, okay. Scandinavian.
So I'm saying like there's some areas of it where it doesn't get as swampy and as gross as
I get
we
you.
are.
I get you. But still, yeah. But so you saying that the queen probably don't have a blanket then? She probably don't need a blanket?
No, I believe that they just weren't accustomed. Like here's the thing: my father-in-law came from Mississippi.
Yeah.
You literally have to like bring the sun to his face, like pull it down to the earth and be like, look, everyone else is going to die before he'll shut up his house and turn on the air conditioning. Otherwise, he just leaves we just leave the windows open and it's fine.
How?
Is that what he grew up with?
Wow.
That's what he's used to.
Wow, it's like Laura Ingalls. That's
pretty much, yeah.
We don't have that kind of stuff.
I can't tell you how many things I'd be like, hey, is that going to be at your parents' house? Not going.
Yeah.
This guy likes his air conditioning.
All right, here's fun fact number 2. Elephants' brains react to humans the same way humans' brains react to puppies. They think we're cute.
Look at me. You're always a good boy.
So,
a good boy.
So realistically, if I was standing next to an elephant,
please soil the ground near the elephant because I want to see an elephant push your face in it to teach you a lesson.
Right. You were so much hotter before you crapped right there. Now I'm gonna smash your face in it. No, but my thought is first off, I'm gonna look smaller. Okay. I'm like the after guy. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay. So we're not gonna compare trunks. I'll tell you that right now. But anyway, the second thing is I'm gonna be adorable.
So
he's gonna find me adorable.
Does that make dogs doubly adorable? Because if they're adorable to us and we're adorable to elephants,
it's adorable times 2.
Yeah,
that's doubling down on adorable.
That's a factor of 2. Is that?
You know what? I got to check the conversion chart, but I think you're onto something right there. So, but to think that's what, so it must be something small. Is that what it is?
Conversely, well, obviously, how do they know?
Right. Yeah, they don't.
It's not like the elephants are like good boy.
Yeah.
Oh, good boy.
Not even that, but like, hey, I saw a real ugly one, and the rest of them look pretty good compared to that one. So we're gonna call them all cute. They're all adorable.
Is that because they don't put like elephant bags on their faces? Is that how they?
Yeah. So, if I'm a puppy to an elephant, you're right. Then my puppy, which I don't have a dog, but if I had a dog, would be twice as adorable. It's a size relation thing that it must be.
How long do we live in elephant years? Do we know that?
How old does an elephant get to be?
I don't know, but I said elephant years, and it sounded like elephant ears, and now I want a funnel cake.
I do too, but
do you know what the line for that is?
No, I don't. No, that's
a huge callback.
Yeah.
I think Ed was like, "Oh, I get that."
Yeah,
and no one else.
No, but realistically, I kind of do want a funnel cake now.
Thanks a lot, jerk.
Yeah, let's go on to the next one. So here's where I know I'm attractive. Standing next to an elephant. Okay, I'm attractive.
Can we go back to the elephant for a second?
Yeah,
I read a story. I don't know if you're ever going to bring it up, but if you do, I apologize that I'm cutting you off. But did you read about the guy that he saved a hippo from drowning, bonded with the hippo for 6 years, and then one day the hippo got hungry and then just pulled that guy in the river and ate him?
Hungry hippos?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
The same hippo?
Yeah, same hippo. Because they had a relationship for years, and one day the hippo was like, you know what? You smell like food.
Yeah. First off, my elephant buddy says, you are adorable. Okay. Second off, I'm saying you are delicious.
Did you just get back from Amsterdam?
You're dank.
I like dank.
You are dank. No, I watched a couple videos recently though where people raised like orangutans or monkeys, and then they come up and the people come back and they know them from 100 yards away. They know who that is.
They do that look first. They do that look for like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And then their face gets real bright and they're like, oh, it's you.
It's Todd. And all of a sudden it's like, okay. But then also I seen it with lions. That was crazy. This guy's walking up and this lion's charging at him full speed. And all of a sudden it just like opens up his arms like, hey buddy. You know what I mean?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Yeah. But I was just like, and then all his buddies, all the lions, the video I saw.
This is the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is the guy.
This is Todd.
Don't eat him.
You remember?
Remember?
Yeah.
I said there's the one. This is the guy.
Yeah.
You know those other people watching this. That's fine. Eat them.
Yeah.
Don't eat this guy.
Yeah. But they're all playing around with him. And I'm just like, you only raised one of them for only so long. And all of a sudden, all of them are like, come on, man. He's one of us, you know?
This guy's cool. He's with me. Come on. I'll show him the sights.
I'm with the DJ. It's all good.
Yeah,
it's all
we're
good.
going to Weemawack. Come on. Let's go.
So here's my next one. Daniel Tammet, an autistic savant.
Wait. What's his name?
Tammet. T-A-M-M.
His first name is?
Daniel.
So is D. Tammet?
Yeah. D. Tammet.
D. Tammet?
So he's
man, that's a waste.
He's an autistic savant.
Oh, that feels
who speaks 10 languages.
Feel terrible for making fun of him.
No, I'm not making fun of him. He speaks 10 languages. You are. And he has a rare capability to explain how his brain works. He says numbers have a shape, color, and texture. Get this. 289 is ugly. Thank God I don't weigh that anymore. 333 is attractive. Oh, I think if I really apply myself, I could get there.
I feel like this is a specific story.
I could get there.
You.
And then here's the last one. And pi is beautiful. You're damn right it is. Okay? You're damn right. So when I read this, I thought, he is totally my wheelhouse.
The Tammet, this is the start of a beautiful friendship.
Yes. I don't know what else you're into, but we are totally going to hang out. And we're going to have some of that pie.
About other people that they see things as colors.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and some of these people, like when you're because you focus so intensely on certain things, you get into that. But for him to be like, okay, they have a shape, color, but 289 is ugly. Awesome. Because I don't.
Well, we talked about this where there's someone who lives in my house that I've known for over 20 years, who've lived with for a long time. Just recently, within the past 3 years, during this podcast, somewhere in here, where I found out they couldn't see pictures of things in their head.
Yes.
Blew my mind. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. Because that's the number one thing I do.
Yeah. I was like, now I understand. Like, when I find stuff, I go back and my brain searches the house of where I saw stuff. I'm like, oh, that's where it is in this picture. Go look there. Oh, here it is. Yes, I know. If you can't do that, I don't know how you function. I just don't understand.
Yeah. Well, but
you wouldn't have, like we talked about this last week, you wouldn't have found where the storage unit is.
Right. No.
I knew in my head it was around the corner from the elevator. You know what I found? The elevator, and then went around the corner.
I was like, if I just get to the elevator,
here it is.
We're golden. Yeah. Landmarks.
You know what they have signs for? The elevator. You know what they don't have signs for? My individual unit.
Your unit. Right. Yeah. Be a small sign.
You can see it from space.
Be a small sign.
Wait, what? I don't think we were on the same. I think we disagreed there.
Yeah.
I was right. Go on.
Here's my last one. Buddhists say, if you meet somebody and your heart pounds, your hands shake, your knees go weak, that's not the one. When you meet your soulmate, you'll feel calm, no anxiety, and no agitation. Me and Nicole are not meant to be.
There's a lot of songs that they're going to have to be rewritten then.
Yeah, right. I get weak in the knees. Yeah. So you hate me?
So we're not?
Yeah.
What are you trying to say?
But it says
Why did you make this a song?
But I cannot believe, because I've never...
No, you're going back to this truth you were saying where you and Nicole don't belong together. Totally true. Go ahead. Go on. That's what you said. I heard it.
You heard it here first. But you'll feel calm. I don't think I've ever made her calm. Ever. I'm intense.
I noticed, now we didn't bring it up because it was not a good night. No one had a good time. But I noticed that recently we were all out together.
Yes.
And you put me between the two of you.
Yeah. That worked out nice.
Like I was Michael Buffer.
Yeah.
Let's get ready. No, he will sue. I know that guy.
Yeah. Don't do that. But yeah, we went to one of Chuck's games and he lost. So you're terrible luck.
I didn't. Well, I was telling Mac it was lose-win because he lost. But I feel like I will never be invited back again.
Right? Yeah.
That's a big win for me.
Ted's off the hook. He's not coming. So, so I've never made her feel calm.
Now, to be fair, I have sold my services to the rest of the teams he's playing.
Ooh.
So you might see me across the field.
I gotcha. Yeah. You're just in for homecomings, right? You're like, I'm going to homecoming.
I'll just do it and I'll just tip my hat to you guys and be like, yep.
Yeah. You're welcome. I'm over here. I'm supporting these guys. They're going to lose.
No, they paid me to come to support you guys.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. So what about anxiety? You think I ever caused her anxiety? I don't think so. I mean, yeah. And it says no agitation.
Wait, what?
No. Yeah. I agitate the hell out of her.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
That's how I spend my day.
Yeah.
Okay. I cause a ton of anxiety and she's never calm. So honestly, according to Buddhists, we're not meant to be together. Okay. That said, we've gathered a lot of nice stuff together and I don't want to just see it on weekends. So we're gonna
is that your motivation?
Yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna last this out. So, but no, realistically, when you say that, and it's like, 'cause people say that, go, oh man, my heart skipped a beat when I saw him. Okay, well that means you have a palpitation and a problem. You should get that looked at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it your doctor? Because if it wasn't, that's the person you should go for.
Correct. Were you on a treadmill? Because otherwise, you should not be skipping a beat. So, knees go weak. A lot of people say that. A lot of people say, oh, I got weak knees around so and so.
Has it ever happened to you?
No.
Yeah, me either.
It really hasn't. And I'm not even trying to be funny. It never has. I've never
have my knees gone weak because I've ruined my knees.
Yes.
And suddenly they're like, hey, guess what, guy? Not today.
Yeah.
That has happened.
Yeah. Now, if my knees just been like, hey, you're 47. Yeah. Yeah, I've had that. Okay.
Now, have I been in situations where literally like I don't, it doesn't happen much anymore because of my medical issues, but have I had butterflies and like I get that feeling where I like, I feel, flushed and, my heart's racing and stuff.
Yeah.
That doesn't really happen anymore because I just don't.
You're too mellow.
I just don't have it anymore. I don't produce adrenaline. I don't have that. Now, it is weird. Like occasionally out of nowhere, the adrenaline I do will just little flush. And then I'm just like, what's happening?
Oh,
what are we doing?
Here we go.
Why? And here's the thing, my brain will totally be alert. My body will be like, hey, we're not working together right now. We're riding it out, bro.
Yeah.
We're riding it out. Please, I hope you're sitting down.
Yeah.
Because this is not going to be good.
By the way, later, we're going to nap together.
Yeah. Hope you're not driving.
Yeah, we're going to nap together. But right now, shit's about to get real.
Right. Don't be doing anything important. We're shutting down right now.
Because like you said, you don't get that on a normal basis. So when you get it and it's a rush.
There's no announcement. There's no like heads up. It's just like, switch.
And
out.
here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Like, oh, no.
Yeah. So, hey, those are real good fun facts. And we can all agree that me and Nicole are not meant to be together. Yeah. How about a TCO sells it for you? I have not done one of these in a
TCO. Not of the week, but sells it for you.
Yeah, there you go. You went into that.
We don't have drops for these things.
We don't. We
used to have people.
Okay, so this is Grundy Will Man Cave. All right, I'm not going to give the guy's name.
Will Man Cave is not the guy I want to meet.
Yeah. It's a reverse trike. Get the name of this thing. It's a 2011 Dong Fang scooter.
Hard pass.
50 cc's, needs nothing, has title.
No, it needs a better name.
Right. Now
it does need a title.
Now get this. Had it to 60 miles per hour. She had more in her. $800 or best. Okay. This is a very weird looking.
This looks like what do they call those scooters?
The Little Rascal?
Yeah, a Little Rascal.
Yeah. It's very weird. But there's one tire in the back and two in the front. And it is a
Dong Fang
scooter. Okay. Now here's the deal. I'm looking at this thing, and honestly, I probably would think it's got 300 miles on it. This thing doesn't look like it's made for miles.
How many laps around Walmart is that?
Correct. Yeah. How many times did you go up the ramp in front of your house? Because that's really what you're doing. So, but this is a very sporty.
How many times did he miss it? Going around again.
Yeah.
Missed the turn.
Big Ben. Parliament. Big Ben.
Going around again.
I just can't get right. I just don't know. I just can't get right. So, but when you name this, so I don't know if it's.
You know what? I almost looked it up to see what the story is, but I don't want that.
Yeah. Hey, Mac, can you Google Dong Fang? And you could throw Scooter in there too, I guess.
Jerry when you need him.
Yeah, Jerry would totally do that.
That guy would have just
He wouldn't even go incognito.
He would have already had it up.
Yes. And maybe an artist rendition
and it wouldn't
of
be
what
because
he
we're talking about it. He would just have it in a tab somewhere.
Yeah, he was already looking
at waiting for you guys to bring up the Dong Fang.
Oh my God.
And be like, Jerry, this is not what we were talking about.
I could ride wheelies on that someday.
I think it's something similar, but not this.
Yeah. We seem to be a little off. All right. First off, not riding that one. Okay. Okay. Probably not riding this one either, but I'm not riding that one. But if it's an $800 scooter, 60 mile per hour, would you, how fast do you think it's going to go if I'm on it? It ain't going to go 60 mile per hour. Not if you're downhill into the Grand Canyon. It ain't going to go 60 mile per hour.
Wait. It said max power, but it didn't say what it was.
Max power.
It's a name you want to touch, but you mustn't touch. Is that just a company then?
That's why I don't know.
Look, it says Dong Fang Romeo, Dong Fang Falcon, Dong Fang DF50.
So Dong Fang is the company. I thought maybe it was like a Kawasaki Dong Fang or something.
The Chinese people just really need to use a dictionary before they send stuff over here. I mean, that's just not right. Why are these things selling?
Yeah, I don't know. We're not selling any dongs in America. I don't understand what's going on.
Penis teeth motorcycles selling. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They should have just called it Wang Fang. Then it rhymed.
Then we're all of us are buying them.
I'm like, hold on.
We're getting jackets.
Are we doing
We're
alliteration?
pushing Harleys off the map.
What are we doing here? I'm totally in. Yeah. Does it rhyme? What are we doing? So what's neat is probably for like 86 payments. Does it say how much those things are? It doesn't, because this one's $800. It's a 2011. So this thing is 12 years old. Okay.
Yeah, it's $3,000 for a new one.
It's $3,000 for a new one. Why would I pay?
Wait, go back. The salesman's email address. Go back, Mac.
Did they put it on there?
It's Dave. I'm not going to say his last name at AOL.com.
Wow.
You've got mail.
Right. Yeah. So that's why they're not selling the dong fangs.
Yeah, you can't
because
find them.
they cannot get them. Yeah, no one.
Hey, can I send an email to 2003 from here?
Yeah, 2011 is when they made the dong fang. So anyway, if you need a reverse trike with the killer name, okay, let me know. Reach out. I will tell you where you can get one.
If you need a dong fang that's bigger in the front and thinner in the back, we can hook you up. That checks out.
Your penis teeth motorcycle is in, sir.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
It sounds weird.
When I said it, it was fine. But when you said it,
weird, huh?
Now I hear it.
I know.
Don't like it.
That just happened. So, hey, we're going to go full cycle. Get this. I got a TCO of the week.
We're going full cycle. TCO of the week.
Yeah, that's of the week.
Yeah, it kind of peters off there.
Yeah. So, no dong fang. Yeah. An Israeli tank was stolen from a military zone, and authorities found it in a junkyard. Someone scrapped a military tank.
Now, is this, again, where, remember we had, like, at this point years ago, where the guy, like, used to, like, we suggested that a guy rented a crane.
Right.
To steal a car from the back of a lot.
Right. No, this is actually, I stole a tank, and now it's in the junkyard.
Yeah.
I got the scrap weight of a tank. By the way, you probably get $400 or $500 for a car scrap weight.
Can you imagine, though? You pull up, I got some stuff from scrap. Oh, okay, where is it? And you're like, huh?
Huh? Yeah.
Huh?
That'd be me. Huh? You want me to take the ammo out of it, or what do you want to do? Yeah. Are you going to crush this? Because you don't want me to take the ammo out.
Do I have to separate metals? What are we doing? I'm just going to go with dirty copper.
Yeah.
Whatever this is.
It's all dirty copper. But it says authorities are trying to figure out how a heavily armored but unarmed tank was stolen from a military training zone after finding it discarded in a junkyard. The other thing is, if you report your tank stolen, you know, a junkyard, they want the title from your car most of the time.
Well, I don't know how it works in Jerusalem, to be honest.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
But also, if you're at the junkyard, you're not being like, hey, we just want to check on this right quick.
Yeah.
Just give me 2 calls. Just maybe like 2 calls.
It's like when you watch like Hardcore Pawn back in the day, and they'd be like, we got to make a phone call, and they would call the cops and be like,
yeah,
we have like 15 watches here from one person. Yeah. Oh, those were all stolen, sir. You would think they would be like, hey, we have a tank. You know, even if you just call 911 and ask them, you don't have to, which I don't know.
Is this a general Israeli name that I'm not going to make up because I don't want to be that guy?
Right.
Do you have an accurate count on your tanks right now?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes. Can you do a head count? 1, 2, oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Why? Where are you? Believe it or not. Yeah. I'm at the junkyard. Okay. So, but
this is Hardcore Pawn on 8 Mile.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. But it says the Israeli Merkava 2 tank disappeared from a training center in North Israel near the coastal city of Haifa. The Israeli army said Wednesday that the training zone is closed to the public when in use, but is otherwise accessible to passerbys. Okay.
That's probably a problem.
Do we leave the keys in the tanks? Yeah. I mean, is that something we do?
I'm saying. Is this like a Marty Biff thing? Hey, well, look at that.
Yeah. How fast does that get away? And how is it silent?
Hey guys, you hear a tank rolling away?
Do you feel the ground rumbling? I mean, I'm looking left, but I feel the ground rumbling. Anybody else feel that? Nah, not at all. No. Police said, this is crazy. Police said the 65-ton tank, the scrap value of this thing has got to be astronomical.
What I want to know is, did these crooks legitimately like plan out the route so they didn't have to go over any bridges?
Oh yeah, because you know that ain't gonna work.
Hey guys, this is 8 tons. Are we gonna clear that? No. Yeah. Not gonna happen.
I know they couldn't make it over the Des Plaines River out by us. I know that. So
our cars can't make it over bridges in Joliet. I don't know what you're talking about.
On foot, they couldn't make it over that bridge.
Wait, are both of you in that car?
Yeah.
One of you's got to get out.
Wait a minute.
One of you's got to get out.
Yeah, this ain't for everybody. So it says, the Army said it was decommissioned years ago and it was unarmed. That said, it's been most recently used for stationary vehicles for soldier exercises. So probably climbing on and off, doing whatever. I get it. Here's the deal. This thing's been decommissioned, but it still started up.
Yeah.
And it still drove to the junkyard.
Yeah. Their decommission is
Undetected.
different from our decommissioned.
Yes.
Because if you go to like, bases around us, like they have, like if they're planes, the windows are all blacked out, like they have the engines are gone and everything.
Go to a VFW around here. Go to a VFW, you go out front and you go, wow, there's a cool tank. I bet you the keys ain't in it.
Yeah.
And I bet
the engine's not in it.
I bet the battery is not charged.
The battery's not charged. I bet there's no fuel in it.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's kind of weird what your decommission is. Decommission is like, hey, the radio broke.
Yeah.
So we parked it over here.
Yeah.
Okay. We parked it over here. So anyway, it says
they just paint like a tiny D on it.
Yeah.
Is this one of the bad ones?
Wait a minute.
I can't.
I don't know which one this is. Yeah. Can I shoot this one? Oh, okay. This one's decommissioned.
It's decommissioned.
Decommissioned. Got you. But it says that, so the end of the story says that they arrested 2 suspects in connection with the theft. So it took 2 guys to steal a tank.
Only 2 guys.
Only 2 guys.
Yeah.
Only 2 guys. 65-ton tank rolled off your property. Okay? Listen, I can sleep through some shit, man. I can. I'm not sleeping through that.
I still think you got to bring in the junkyard people and being like, you guys didn't have any questions?
Right.
Is this a, like, can we dig around the rest of your junkyard? Suddenly, like every plane from the Bermuda Triangle is just hanging out there. Like, wait a minute.
Are those decommissioned? Oh, that's legit.
That's fine.
That's legit. Yeah, I didn't know it was decommissioned. So, but yeah.
Hey, Amelia Earhart's plane's back here.
It's so weird. 65 tons. Now, I don't know what scrap goes for per ton, but I know it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got 65 tons of scrap metal.
You have the ability to pay for 65 tons of scrap at once.
Yes.
I think your junkyard's doing a little too well.
That's what it is. That's what it is. But
no, it'd be better is if these criminals called the cops and been like, yeah, we're supposed to be on a payment plan for this like scrap metal we turned into this junkyard, and they've only paid 2 installments, and we're trying to get the rest of it. Oh, how did you get that much money from a junkyard? Oh, we turned in a tank.
Yeah.
That we stole from the Israeli military.
You don't even say tank. You go, well, yeah, we scrapped 65 tons, and they'll be like, huh, that's weird.
That's the exact amount we're missing from the tank.
That's how much the tank weighed. Weird.
I'll tell you one thing. If there's one army I'm not pissing off on this entire planet, besides ours, it's the Israelis.
Yeah. Correct. I'm not going to be like, you know what? Keys are in it. Let's go for a joyride. That's not what's happening.
We're good, right?
Yeah. Are we cool?
Everything's cool.
Are we cool? This is decommissioned.
I was just going to say, it's decommissioned.
Yeah. Come on, bro.
Come on.
What are you doing here?
Come on.
What are we doing?
Come on.
Buddy. It starts doing the buddy. Buddy. Come on, buddy.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? Huh? Is someone going to get in trouble over this? It ain't going to be me, right?
Yeah.
The guy at the junkyard?
The junkyard guy, right?
Junkyard guy. He should have known
right?
better.
Right.
He should have known. Yeah.
We're going to go, right? You talk to them. They got your tank.
So that's our, these 2 guys are our TCO of the week, because imagine having the guts to be like, okay, like you said, that's one army that I'm not, you know what? I'm not going to steal from them. Al-Qaeda. Okay. Yeah. I'm sure there's others.
I'm just telling you, like there's some people I'm like, you know what? Not going to piss you guys off.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like if you were walking down the street and Mike Tyson bumped into you. Okay. Are you gonna swell up?
If you're walking down the neighborhood and you see that Mike Tyson hasn't driven one of his 48 cars,
and the keys are in him,
you're like, he's not using that one.
Decommissioned.
Let's just take that. Clearly, he's not using it.
It's decommissioned.
It hasn't moved in 3 years.
Yeah,
he's not using it. Let's take it.
Well, have you ever seen? They have people that go into these mansions. First off, how do you have an abandoned mansion? If you owned that much property, how much money can you just write off that it can sit there? Then they went to Sylvester Stallone's. Like, it had his Corvette. It had his stuff, cars from the movie Rocky, sitting in the yard on the rims. And I'm going, there's guys, and they're trespassing to get in there and go around this stuff. But
yeah, that Countach looks like it's decommissioned.
Yeah, decommissioned.
Let's take it.
But I mean, they went in, who was the kingpin? Teflon Don. You know what I'm talking about? John Gotti. John Gotti.
Yeah.
They go in his, like Florida or Miami, abandoned mansion, right? And they got all these paintings and this and that. I'm like, okay, first off, if I'm going to all that trouble to get in there,
I assume a lot of Gotti stuff wasn't on the books.
Right. But I'm saying, I'm taking it.
Oh,
I'm taking that.
Everyone, like Damon.
Yeah, I whispered taking. Okay. So borrowing. It's decommissioned. Decommissioned painting. Is it a commissioned painting?
Mac, I'd like to edit this episode.
Yeah. Mine. That's all we put over the top of it. But anyway, these guys go into these properties and they go around all this stuff from famous people or this and it's like, how can you walk away from that land alone? Is probably $3 million.
Well, same thing with people like Nick Cage who like buy stuff and didn't even realize. Like, wait, what? I bought a dragon? Those don't even exist.
Yeah.
You bought one, Nick.
You have a dragon. Yeah, you have a dragon.
How you did it?
Yeah, it's weird. You had a wallaby, but that's also
I don't
gone.
even know how to train it. I wasn't even in that movie.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
I'm going to name it Eleanor. No, it's a different movie, Nick. That's not what we're doing. So, yeah. Can I take its face off? Still, wrong movie. By the way, I don't like
steal the Declaration of Jurassic Park.
Very underrated movie from back in the day, Raising Arizona, Nick Cage. One of his first movies.
They remade that into a TV show.
Did they?
Yeah.
So anyway.
Did not go well.
We're going to do, I got one more strange story. And this one.
Strange stories.
This one is a beer-loving raccoons are terrorizing German cities. That seems about right.
Yeah, I mean, none of that sentence made me go, weird.
Yeah.
I thought you said this was a strange story.
Yeah. So, and if that checks out Revelation, let me read you what we totally expected to happen.
All right, we got beer, we got cities, we got Germans, we got raccoons.
Yeah.
Go.
Wait, we got Germans and beer in the same spot? When did that start happening?
All right, so far, that's not even weird.
Yeah, it's not weird at all. It says Germany's raccoon population has exploded in the past couple of decades. Only a couple decades. The crafty, adaptable furballs have been found so far unfulfilled. Have found a so far unfulfilled niche in Germany's ecosystem that they fit in perfectly.
I want to find these writers that you find these articles for. Where they're just gleefully typing out this BS on their computers.
Yeah.
Furballs.
But here's their niche. That is a city-dwelling, garbage-eating, mayhem-causing pest. That's what raccoons do anywhere.
You just defined a raccoon.
Yeah, it's a trash panda. It's a trash panda. Now this one is a trashed panda. Apparently, okay, it is trashed. So, but the raccoons are slowly starting to take control of areas when they move in. That's what they do.
Yeah,
that's what they do. Okay, they rummage through trash cans, make a mess as raccoons.
One of my favorite videos is there's some dog food out or cat. That doesn't matter. It's in a bowl,
right?
And a trash panda. A raccoon just comes up. He's just like, hey, don't mind me. Just gonna scoop.
Oh yeah, the dog will be right there.
Well, he just scoops it up and just like backs up. Just like, hey, just let me just get a little of that.
Yeah,
nothing.
You want to see him
watching that,
but you want to see him take his one paw and just go right up to the dog and be like, shh, right to his mouth. Shh,
this is mine now.
Yeah,
I'm taking my cut.
Yeah, this is decommissioned. I
remember in college, I lifted a garbage can lid and there was a possum in there, and we both at the same time are like,
yeah. We both had the same reaction.
Yeah.
Right. He had way more teeth.
Right.
Yeah. So it says they develop a taste for getting smashed on stolen beer. Stolen beer?
I
Okay.
think it's any kind of beer. But
at least they seem to be adapting to Germany's lifestyle. Yeah, understandably, Germans.
They did suddenly wearing lederhosen.
Yeah.
Only in the South.
They got their bosoms all pressed up. It's like that raccoon has got some cleavage.
That's St. Pauli raccoon.
Yeah, that
is amazing.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm almost into raccoons. So it says, understandably, Germans are very happy about their unwanted guests. Germans aren't very happy about anything.
Yes. How do you distinguish?
Yeah.
Is that one happy
what are you
or
mad
unhappy?
about? Yeah. What are you mad about?
I just get, are they happy or unhappy?
Right.
I swear they look the same all the time.
Yeah. But again, what are you mad? Are you mad about the pandas or the trash pandas? Or are you mad about, what are you mad about? You're mad about something.
You have less beer now?
Yeah. Right.
They stolen your beer?
So it says the country's Hunters Association is trying to eradicate the pest, but there's little they can do. In some cities, officials are directly telling them not to kill the raccoons. And even when they can try to make a dent in their numbers, the raccoons simply spawn to new ones. Okay, we're not playing a video game. They didn't get a health pack and they respawn.
Well, I think it's just the fact that raccoons can easily reproduce.
Correct. Well,
hey, we can take these out. Yeah, don't.
Yeah. Why?
Okay.
Because there's too many of them, and they're just going to make more. So it says raccoons are kind of adorable in their own way. I don't think they are. I've never looked at a raccoon and been like, I want to cuddle that. I just never have. My uncle used to have a pet raccoon when I was growing up.
Oh, so you're saying your uncle is the catalyst for this?
Yeah, he started this. He's not German, though. He's not German. That thing would climb the coat rack. Remember, we used to have coat racks back in the day until it would knock it over. And then we go straight up.
He wasn't getting his beer.
He had his Stein. He's like, I need a refill right now.
You fill up my Stein.
Timestamp.
Timestamp.
But anyone
leave the timestamp in, but not why.
But as anyone knows anything about raccoons, the Q factor carries only so far. Correct. They realize the German
they're
cities
cute when they're on video and they're not near me.
Correct. Like you said, when you see him take the dog food. Now, if that's in your yard and your dog, they're not cute anymore.
Right.
That's not cute.
Because until he takes the dog food and disappears, I don't know if he's taking the dog or the food.
Right. Yeah.
This is mine.
Yeah. But it says they're also drunkards, according to the Nature Conservation Organization.
Well,
NABU.
That seems rude.
Yeah. They're living around campgrounds and they like to steal and break beer bottles and get to the alcohol. Well, maybe we don't take bottles to the conservation area.
Yeah. Maybe, okay, that's the thing. Maybe we don't take all this alcohol to the place where the raccoons are.
Yeah. You know what they didn't say? Raccoon is coming in your house, going in your fridge.
It seems like you're going to the raccoon's house and tempting them with beer.
You are a beer delivery service for the raccoons.
Yeah.
So that's what you're doing. Now, here's the next title for the next section.
Nope.
Because you know what it is? Apparently, he introduced them to Germany.
Oh, well.
That's why.
If he wasn't already the worst.
Right. So the title says, thanks, Adolf. And the reason is, they're native to North America. How'd they even get in Germany? Well, Germans can thank the Nazis for the raccoon plague. Okay, now, if I'm not mistaken, in the first sentence I read in this, in the last 2 decades, this has gotten bad.
Correct.
To my recollection.
Yeah. It's been 80 years.
He has not been a thing.
Right.
For quite a while.
It's the 40s.
Okay.
This is the 20s.
Right.
That's 60 years in that decade and 20 years in this decade.
Yeah.
That's 80 years.
I would say these are not the same raccoons.
Right. Either that or they were like, hey, you know what? First 60 years, things seem to be cool. Maybe when we hit the new millennium, maybe they cheers the raccoons.
That's what it is.
And that's what it was.
That's what it is.
Raccoons got that one taste of beer and it was over.
But it says that Germany's propaganda minister and Hitler's #1 man ordered raccoons to be released into Germany's forest to improve the country's biodiversity. Now, that may check out for that time frame.
Right.
Okay? That doesn't mean that 80 years later...
It would be like if we were blaming Columbus for a certain weed.
Right, yeah.
You know, Columbus was an absolute dick. We understand that, but we can't blame him for like things that are growing or living here now. Like,
right.
It's been a long time.
You brought that. It was on your ship. Right. That's not how it works.
Yeah. The Native Americans can blame them for the smallpox back then, but not like, hey, these dandelions.
Oh.
These came over with Columbus, right? Did you read further and find out what the answer is?
Yeah.
Oh,
Here's
no.
the next.
Oh, no.
That story isn't true, however. Yes, Germany did release 2 raccoons into the woods in 1934.
Okay, Noah.
But it's unlikely they had anything to do with it.
So why does this article thank Adolf at the top and then be like, oh, hey, just kidding?
Yeah.
9!
They were being raised for their furs. They were torn apart during World War II bombings. Oh, they made jackets. So they made jackets.
No, like those caps.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Those Davy Crockett caps. Where do you get those?
So it says in World War II area, the raccoons quickly found the German woods and cities in particular a veritable paradise. The climate and plentiful rain, the friendly people. So people are like, oh. You know what, though? In that day, that was probably
I'll tell you what the problem is.
adorable.
They have to leave their windows and doors open because they don't have AC.
Oh, there goes your beer.
There it is.
There goes your beer.
It's their fault.
You just solved it.
I did.
You just solved it.
Sausage. That will remain a mystery.
I don't know why sausage. Does it mean solved in German? Is that what it is?
That will
German
remain a
sausage.
mystery.
You
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
I see it. I get it now. You are giving me little pieces of the puzzle here. I have to solve this. I'm like the Wayne May of this podcast. So what it says, German hunters brought down about 9,000 raccoons.
That's a lot of hats.
The number has swollen to almost 68,000 in 2022.
That's even more hats.
Hunters killed a record number of 200,000 raccoons. Yet there's still more to go
We went
around.
from 9 to 60 to 200,000.
Yeah. That's what hunters killed was 200,000 in 2022.
And this still didn't make a dent.
No. Part of the problem is some cities, such as the capital, Berlin, have prohibited raccoon hunting. Okay, well, here's the deal. You might want to put a season on them, okay?
Yeah.
And you know what it is? When you're going to drink beer with the windows open.
A seasoning?
Yeah, seasoning.
Is this part of the caveman diet?
They are delicious. You know what? That's meat I can afford.
Yeah.
That's meat. Hey,
If they're
free
just
range.
plentiful, if you just reach out and you grab it like, hey, got some raccoon.
They're marinated in alcohol, okay?
Yeah.
They got to be delicious. They got to
That's probably where they're getting their beer brats.
be. Raccoon wings?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I'll take Dong Fang for 200, Alex. So, but it says clearly city's officials don't know much about raccoons. If there's trash, there's a way. There's a way, and that's the raccoon's creed. So seriously, they're not telling you anything you don't already know. And honestly, they're delivering the alcohol to the wooded area. That's like taking Yogi Bear, a picnic basket full of alcohol.
Right.
And being
like, what? These drunk bears.
And then you're going to look the other way for 10 minutes while he takes it off your table.
Yeah.
So you are really the problem.
Psst, Ranger Rick, come over here real quick.
Hey. Hey, boo-boo.
Hey, boo-boo.
Yeah. I just got puked on by a bear, and that's my picnic basket. So he always went back up in the trees. Is that what bear? Do they take stuff and go up in trees?
Some bears climb trees.
Yeah. That's why. You ever seen that when a hunter is like in a blind, and all of a sudden there's like a bear at his feet?
Yeah.
And you're like, okay.
Hey, just so you know, they can climb that.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is too, what are you hunting with? If you're hunting with a shotgun, I'm going to hear bang, and I'm going to watch a bear fall to the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're hunting with a bow and arrow, hang up on yourself because you are a dead man.
Yeah.
You're a dead man. You need some speed behind that arrow. You cannot stab that thing with an arrow fast enough. You need the speed. Okay. You got to be able to. You can't. If you can't pull back. Right.
I didn't. Hey, everybody.
Yeah. You need some speed.
I'm going to eat your face now.
All right. So, in reality, if we stop and think about it, both of these had to do with wartime. One has a 65-ton scrap capacity.
Yeah.
And the other one has 200,000 trash pandas. That's why war is terrible. Okay? That's why. Raccoons, okay?
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing except scrap and trash pandas.
And drunk raccoons. Yeah, absolutely nothing. Let's see here. I think, man, other than the Dong Fang, that was probably my favorite part of the whole thing, is the trash pandas. I'm going to say Dong Fang like 3 more
Other
times.
than the Richard teeth. That was my favorite part of it.
Yeah.
That's
I thought you called it penis teeth. And that
I did. I decided the third time. I didn't want it on there a third time. Apparently you did.
Sausage.
where can they find us, Dad?
Sausage.
Where can they find our sausage?
You
Dad?
can find us at the butcher shop getting
Sausage.
or at thatchecksout.net. All the socials, that checks out. WDT stands for With Damon and Sad. This has been a TCO Productions recorded for you at Audio Hive Podcast Studio. Not even going to sell it this time. You know where we are. You find us.
Yeah. Get on your dong way.
You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Google, all of the podcasts.
Cool
platforms.
Dads.
Cool Dads is a song and video we did. Check it out. Let us know how you think. I don't know how I think.